See if it connects. Okay, maybe not. Let me try to get my computer. You guys can hear those sounds, right? Okay, there it is. Now it's connected. There's some technical difficulties as we get started. Alright, so I'm gonna play some ZVP. And game's louder. Oh, okay. We're not gonna overpull because overpull is just basically the middle of the road build. It's a catch-all, shouldn't really die to anything. We're also gonna be playing very, very, very defensive, which is not necessarily what I would recommend for like all ZERG players, but it's certainly the most straightforward. This kind of guide is meant for more lower level players anyways. And I'm kind of, for those of you guys who have not been tuning into the series in general, this series is really trying to, it's not supposed to be like an educational series to tell you exactly like the right things to do at all times. Like I feel like while that's always good to study pros and the right responses, oftentimes I find that sometimes that could hamper people's improvement, ironically. And the reason for that is sometimes we focus too much on like the quote-unquote right answer, right? And it's great to have resources for these, but at the same time, you want to still think about the game, right? And so this series is meant to more intuitively think about good decisions, right? Think about the most important things, and basically just live with the results, right? Like even if we end up losing, and we sometimes do, where we make the wrong decision, that's okay, right? Yeah, the entire series is on YouTube, indeed. I did a ProDOS one right before this. So, so yeah, that's kind of StarCraft. We're gonna try to basically play in such a way where we just try to prioritize the most important things. And we can get very far by simply practicing those things and doing those things a little bit better than our opponents. So that we kind of have a framework to improve at, right? So it's kind of like a different paradigm of learning, right? Like the typical way that, you know, even I used to teach is, oh, here's a build order, follow the build order, memorize it, practice it, get all the mechanics going, right? But, you know, for some people that works out well, but for other people, you know, not really, right? I also realized that if you're not somebody who proactively practices and tries to get better at the game, then if you don't have the mechanics, then oftentimes playing pro level builds can, I don't want to say it can hurt, but I will say that I do notice a trend of people who kind of blindly copy, and when you blindly copy, you stop reasoning, and so that could be dangerous in and of itself, right? Anyways, we're gonna do a 5-batch Hydra opener. So this build is actually gonna be very vanilla, okay? And I have an entire series on my YouTube for learning this exact build. So for people who want to like really learn it, it's all there. This is probably, again, one of the most bread and butter builds. One key thing I'm focusing on right now is making sure I have 1 drone per mineral patch. It's actually really important, right? If there's 9 mineral patches over there, 7 on my natural, right? Making sure that's always good. I'm gonna go ahead and make a hatchery. 32, that's just the build order. And at 35, we'll go ahead and make another one. We see that there's a Stargate indeed. Move our overlords away. And notice I'm also moving my overlords away to another area, so to speak, right? And that's because I want these overlords to basically... I don't want them to be able to get sniped easily, okay? And once your Hydra Den is all out, then we can go ahead and get all of our upgrades, right? Upgrade. We also want to get Overlord speed upgrades, +1 ranged, and then... yeah, basically, we also just have, you know, a decent surplus of units here. Because, or drones here, because he didn't pressure us with any, what am I trying to say? Any Corsairs, I mean, Zealots, right? Which kind of gives us the freedom to be a little bit, like, slightly more greedy. The Corsair is going to come into the base, as it should, but notice it can't kill an Overlord because I pushed them away, right? When you have some money, you can go ahead and make another hatchery. And then we're going to make some Scourges. And we're going to be pumping Hydras, basically just about non-stop, I'd say. The reason is we want to be wary of a Zealot push, right? So we're basically just going to be playing really defensively. See some gateways, Templar Archive. When you see this many, they cannot be going for anti-air, right? I mean, they might be getting +1, but, you know, it's kind of strange. And I don't even see them coming out, right? So once you feel adequately safe, that's usually a good time to start making more workers, right? And we want to go from 30-ish drones that we just had, eventually into 45, and 45 is basically the magic number of drones that you need to hit. Again, we would expect a lot of Zealots in ground and not much anti-air, so we're going to go ahead and play Mutas as we've been. We're going to turn this into a giant mini-game, okay? So they already missed their first timing, right? Therefore, I'm just safely making more and more drones, right? If you want to be very technical, you really should be counting your drone count. Notice I'm just using my Scourgers to kind of fly around and see what's going on. And, you know, right at around now, I feel pretty good, right? I feel like I have some, you know, decent drones, right? I feel like I should be good. You can even toss a Scourge here. And Zealot High Templar can be a little bit worrisome, right? So what we're gonna do is make Mutas 2, 5, 7, 9, 11, right? And after we've effectively done that, we can also spread out the Overlords just because we just know our opponent is not going for any anti-air, right? So we might as well just get some vision around the map. And this is where things get really easy, right? We're gonna basically, we got our build going. We were not punished for it at all. So we're gonna move 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Basically move all of our rally points over there, right? And basically what we wanna do is, this is the fun part, right? You just put 5SH, 6SH, 7SH, 8SH, 9SH, 0, 0. Oh, I made Scourge. Oh, apparently it's a little bit harder than I thought. And spread some of these lings around, right? And basically, we just want to play with these mutas and snipe High Templars, okay? And we won't do anything crazy. I promise I won't do anything too crazy. Right? And even throw some stuff. Okay, there it is. Target acquired. Once you have them, you can go ahead and try to snipe them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4. Go back. Make hydras at each base. Notice I'm just doing my hotkeys. I'm not even doing it that fast, right? Go ahead and make, you know, hatchery over there. And then you can keep flying around, right? And I'm not gonna attack anything else other than High Templars, okay? I'm so focused on fighting High Templars. I only care about them. Even if I can kill things, I won't. I'm just looking for High Templars, okay? That's all I really care about. Once you kill 4 High Templars, it's basically game over, right? And notice I'm just flying around here, and every time I have any time, I basically just make more Hydras. I'm not even looking at the Hydras, I'm just flying around very peacefully, like a peaceful pilot. I'm just flying around for some more High Templars. And slowly building up some stuff. Can I fly in? Is there any more? I already got 4. Probably remaking them. He should be. Are they over here? I'm gonna kamikaze! No High Templar. Wow, okay, that's okay. If he doesn't have High Templar, then, you know, simply you will box select a move into their base. Okay, send it all, send it all, send it all, send it all, send it all. Send it all, and then we're gonna kamikaze. So don't even watch your High Templars. Go from behind, look for the kamikaze. Can we get a High Templar? Are there any High Templar? No High Templar. Kamikaze. Kamikaze. Oh, no High Templar. Macro, macro. Macro, macro, macro. And we won't even look anymore, right? Because he doesn't have High Templar. If he doesn't have High Templar, do I even need to look? He doesn't have High Templar, right? And this is the power of ZERG, right? Once you get your build going, you just kill them. And you know, it's very difficult to lose. Maybe they even survive. Maybe they survive, right? Looks like they're actually gonna survive. Very impressive. But you know, we can go back and make more Hydra. 7 SH, 8 SH, 9 SH, 0 SH. Looks like they're gonna survive. Okay. Very impressed by the high ground defenses over there. We can go ahead and maybe try to do the same thing from behind. Let's go. Can we find it? Can we find it? Are there any High Templars? No High Templars. Okay, then we'll fly back out. Make more High Templar. I mean Hydras, I'm sorry. And once you just kind of do this, once you basically just understand this concept, right? I promise you, ZVP is going to be like, it's gonna open up for you, right? Because basically pro level ZVP and every level before it revolves around, you know, killing those High Templar or keeping those High Templar alive, right? So as the Protoss players get better and better and better, they get Corsairs and they start defending their High Templars, right? That's why they get +1 air weapons, right? I would argue, even through A rank, even if they go Corsairs, you could still suicide your mutas. As long as you get, I would say 4 High Templar, you almost always can just win. As long as you get your build going, you have your 6 hatcheries hotkeyed, You just make a bunch of hydras, right? And that's what we're trying to do, right? We're just trying to teach the most important things in ZVP, okay? Now, if you can, you know, micro your hydras, you can do more things. You know, you could be like Jadong, and you know, then you're gonna be even more broken, right? And you know, if that's you, then do that, right? But I'm gonna argue. I'm gonna keep trying this. I'm gonna keep trying to just hunt for their High Templars and just send them because Hydras are good. And I promise you, I'm trying my best to not do anything that is particularly difficult, right? Now, it is going to require mechanics to just get that build order going, to stay calm, and all these kinds of things. Obviously, like, I'm reading things in the game as we're playing it, but at the same time, like, we're basically just trying to focus on, again, the most important things. Nobody likes, no Protoss in the universe. So we got DeWalt rating us. You can even ask DeWalt. no Protoss likes it when the Zerg is paying attention to their mutas, okay? It's not even, but here's the thing, I'm not even doing any fancy muta micro, right? I'm not doing anything fancy, I promise. Like, I'm just flying around looking for that Templar, okay? I'm not doing like the, you know, like swerving in and out, killing a bunch of, you know, Marine medic and, you know, being all crazy like that, right? And yeah, the best way to play Zerg is like just be really annoying. Zerg is really, you don't want to approach Zerg as like, you know, you're like Rock Lee from Naruto and you're just like, you're just trying to mechanically do everything like the moon and the stars, and like you're just trying to micro this and micro that, and you know, like be everywhere with all your units, right? Now, if you can do that, if you're blessed with the mechanics to do all that, sure, go for it, right? But I promise you, like, learning these technical takedowns is a lot more effective with Zerg, right? And it also gives you a good framework for what to work on as you improve Zerg, right? Because, you know, like, these things are all very straightforward, right? This is also why, like, it's really hard to beat a Zerg player who is better than you. You know what I mean? Like, Zerg players can oftentimes beat Protoss players that are better than them. But it's really hard for a Protoss player to beat a Zerg player who is, like at least one whole level above. Because high-level Zerg players, they go for these kinds of technical takedowns, so to speak, right? They go for these knockout blows, right? And, oh, why did I make a drone? Holy crap, I'm talking too much. I'm sorry. I was supposed to keep making Zerglings. Anyways, we're gonna go 9 pool speed. We're gonna send our lings over here. You can send the other one across map if you want. I don't really care. I should have lings, but I don't. Looks like he's not there, so I'm gonna go cross map. I'm gonna keep making lings until we have more information to... Yeah, it tells us otherwise. We have 2 on gas because it's just the mining optimization. We'll eventually put it back on. Looks like they have this. Looks like that's gonna be hatch first, which is not good for us actually. This is probably really bad. You can take advantage of like this small window where I have speed and they don't, but because they have a second hatchery already out, they double our production, right? So if they double our production, we have to be very careful. To be very, very, very careful to not die to a ling counter, okay? So you can kind of just, you know, dance around a little bit like this. I have 14 lings. And oftentimes this is kind of just about like taking the right fights. Looks like we got one over there. Gonna make some drones. And basically we just want to be cognitive of a potential like counter all in, right? So if he starts to move out, then we like, so it basically, okay, those are all lings, right? So this means we really want to make a sunken colony, right? Because at this point we're just trying to survive. This is going to be difficult because they have 2 hatchery production. But we will do our best job. I'm gonna make some mutas behind all this. And some decent blocks going off here. I think we actually hold. They're actually also completely all in. So we got a nice, you know, block off there, which is nice. We have, you know, I mean, he's gonna need Evo chambers to, you know, continue on here, right? And we're gonna go in and basically just try to go right on in to kill. Although, if they don't have an Evo chamber, okay, there's the Evo chamber. We're just gonna go straight all in. Sometimes they can do this where they bring a drone to do this. Okay, we just win. Alright, so basically, if you go for a 9 pull speed and they went for 12 pull or 12 hatch, it's very common that they'll try to go for a counter all-in ling push. So that's why it's really important to not lose any zerglings, right? Early in the game, you want to try to out-finesse with your micro, you know, your ling micro, but, you know, it's, oh, same guy. I guess I'll kind of show if we have any obvious tactical things we can make, but basically it is difficult if you get the wrong scout off like that to bust any sort of it's really hard to bust them, right? Reason being is because they have 2 hatchery production, right? If I got there sooner, then I would have gotten there before the second hatchery was out, and I would have had the ling advantage and the speed advantage, which means they need to bring out drones to help fight, and oftentimes you could get a nice surround because speed lings are just so much better, right? And so if speedlings are better, then that's when you have a tiny window before their second hatchery production starts to come in to do damage and potentially end the game. So you have a small window to out-finesse your opponents. D to A. I mean, people have been commenting on that. We just talked about it the other day where I can go to S. It's just this is not really like a challenge. It's not like an S rank challenge. It's not like, oh, can I get to S rank? It's just it becomes less educational. I also just have to like try all like harder. The point, because it just becomes less educational, right? Like I'm not talking as much. You know, if I'm really trying and I'm playing with like 400 APM and stuff like that, like the point isn't like, the point, I guess, you know what I mean? Like the point isn't to be like, oh, just, you know, go back in time and play 20 years and have good mechanics like me. It's to, you know, really learn along the way. Now, I guess I could just do more of like a replay analysis and stuff, but I don't know. It's up to you guys. If you guys want, I can do that. I guess it's just, you know, I'm just not talking as much. It's less interactive, and I guess I just felt it would be more bang per buck for what the people want. To just focus on the lower levels, because this is really just for the lower levels anyways. Also, my ZERG is very outdated, so I feel like I might be like leading people astray too. You know what I mean? I don't know how to play 2H Muta. I mean, I could wing it, but it's just outdated. I don't think I really know the correct meta and all that stuff these days. So I would be basically freestyling and basically trying to win with things like that, so. Am I off again? Oh, no, it looks like he's blocking there. Wow. Oh! Fighting the engine. That is Brood War. This is why we play StarCraft 2. This is why we play Battle Aces. Because we don't want that nonsense to happen. In reality, you should probably send one Ling over there instead of doing what I'm doing here. Okay, so there it is. I mean, he shouldn't have gone out like that. Now I think we can probably get the punish in. Yeah, he's not microing, so... Okay, here we do really have to be careful. Okay, we actually do have to be careful. So he doesn't have any much of anything, right? Like, what does this guy have? He doesn't have tech. He doesn't have a base. Therefore, you know, we just, you know, we can literally just guard the all-in Ling counter that's inevitably gonna come, right? So we just, honestly, we can just preemptively make these sunken colonies, right? We'll make some Lings as well. Well, no, I guess I won't make Lings. And generally speaking, you want to have, oops, looks like I didn't quite get, interesting is attacking my gas over there. And he's taking a lot of damage. I'm gonna go ahead and just make a bunch of mutas now, right? So I presume they're probably gonna go for like an Evo chamber and play defensively from one base. But you know, as like this is kind of a nonsense. Oh, I see. But I mean, it's too late. Oh, it's a sunken colony. That's stupid. He has a spore. That's so dumb. I don't know what he's attempting to accomplish. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know what he's trying to do by killing my gas like that. I guess now he's just going all in, but... I mean, now he's just taking so much damage from my mutas, so I'm happily going to just... yeah, I don't know. I don't know. No, not really. Just because I would have just target fired the spore. It would have been too late anyways. If it came sooner, then maybe, but looks like he's actually trying to macro off of this. But the problem is they can't expand, right? So this kind of play only really works against, what am I trying to say? Like, it only really works against if you have an expansion, right? But he's never going to be able to make an expansion, right? He's probably trying to, like, slip out through this side, maybe. Or is he, though? Maybe not. We're just gonna bank up some units and get some free kills, some spore colonies. So I could go and like harass him and do some crazy things, but I kind of want to show an important concept as it pertains to the interaction between mutas and spores, right? So generally speaking, you want to try to find any sort of like damage, right? Without getting hit. Do spore colonies, right? And there's two ways you can play this, generally speaking. I mean, in this game, it's 100% over. But, you know, if there's an opening, boom, get it. You can run away, right? Going for a Hydra Den, which I think is hilarious. If you have money, you can go ahead and expand, right? I think the most simple way to play against, like, this kind of newbie play is to just mass mutas and bust him, okay? The vast majority of the time, this is going to work. Right. Now, unless they completely over-defend, okay? And what I mean by that is once you have 7 mutas, right? I have 8 here. But let's just take 7 just to demonstrate. 7 mutas can tank 1 lonely spore colony, okay? So watch. Boom. Oh, there's a spore over there, so try to isolate. 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 Oh. Not quite isolating. Didn't quite isolate, so I did lose a lot of things there, but basically what I'm trying to say is if they have a lonely spore colony, then they are unable to defend 7 mutas, right? So if you get to that 7 muta number and they have you know, some stray, you know, stray things here, then honestly you can go ahead and basically try to punish it with your mutas. So I know this is a little tedious right now, but now my mutas are a little bit, you know, soft, but, you know. So you don't really want to be too scared of spore colonies, okay? That's kind of the point. We have 7, so why not just pick off this one all the way over here? Oh, it kind of lagged over there. He is starting to lose some mutas, but that's okay. But, you know, we still have an opening, right? If there's an opening, you can try to attack it. Also just kind of kamikaze. Oh, that was a really bad macro. That's super bad micro there. Now notice how they're focusing so much on their, you know, their production there, their spore production. Sometimes you can also kind of just like juke them out a little bit and start going mass zerglings instead. Oh, didn't quite get that. Sorry, this micro is really bad because we're in some nasty lag here. Making a bunch of spore colonies. See if we can find some free damage. My micro is atrocious. Turn rate 10 micros. Truly something to be. Even if you can't micro, just believe. slowly get it, you know, because why not? Okay. And now we have enough lanes. Why not? So that was very inefficient. Not the cleanest demonstration there. But basically what I'm trying to say is 7 mutas can isolate the spore colony. Notice that the 3rd spore colony was attacking me, but if he didn't have the 3rd spore colony, then you can basically bust them. Usually if they have the 3 spore colonies like that, then things get a little bit dicey. But this game was just over. Yeah, it was longer than it needed to be. I mean, this guy's just not leaving, so there you go. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the dynamic of 7 mutas to 1 spore colony as a punish, generally speaking. A good idea is to not show your opponent how many mutas you have, okay? Just kind of keep that in mind, okay? Usually every 9-pool speed Zerg will make at least 5 mutas because they one-shot drones. However, you know, as you keep chugging along, you don't want to show that you're making more than 5 mutas because if they see that, they're gonna start making more spore colonies. So a lot of times, they don't want. Wait, what map is this? Over there. Pro gamer. I mean, I don't know how to play like a pro gamer though. I'm not really on top of my ZVP. I mean, ZVP I can probably play it. ZVT I probably can't. My Z guides make more sense to me. Yeah, because Zerg is a lot more straightforward, I'd say. Alright, we're up against Terran. Terran is kind of like the... if I 3H mute and die to 5 racks, is it just... No, it's... yeah, well, it is execution, yeah. It comes down to your micro for your mutas. And hopefully this game I can kind of show you... I think yesterday and the day before I was demonstrating the power of mutas against 5 racks production. Against lower level players, obviously, and basically what I was doing, and we'll see if I can do it this game, right? But basically what I was trying to do is, my mutas are not allowed to attack at all, okay? And the reason why I'm demonstrating that is because I want to show the power of mutas, or the concept of mutas, that has nothing to do with their actual attack. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like so many times we get so caught up in trying to micro our mutas, and that's really, really good, by the way. Like, if you're practicing micro and stuff, that's really, really good, but don't put... Sometimes people forget why they exist, so to speak, right? Does it make sense? Like, I'm just trying to anchor things back to value from certain phases and certain units that is not tied to the damage that they get done explicitly, right? And I think that that is super important in ZVT, okay? Super important in ZVT to understand, at least with 3-hatch. Now, 2-hatch is a little bit different, okay? 2-hatch is different. Because 2-hatch is, you know, because you are on such limited production, you have to do damage to trade against that. So that's a very different mindset and kind of paradigm and way of playing, so to speak. What is this? Is this a 5-hatch? Looks like 14 CC. It's okay. Simply counter by just making workers and just living with the results. The 5x, I mean, 14cc is really, really bad, but, you know, it's just play on. That's just Brood War. Sometimes they select build orders that are advantageous. We'll just plan with their build. We would expect their move outs to be very, very good and strong. Again, if our opponent is good, I'm going to be forced to actually attack with my mutas. Which is funny to say, but let's see. Let's see if I can get away with not doing it. Okay, we're gonna get our link speed, and then we get our mutas, right? I'm just focusing on pure drone production just because our opponent went 14cc. But now we can go ahead and make 4lings, right? 4lings is just kind of, you know, a decent number to just not die to something silly. So there's the SEV. Sometimes it's good if you can just like even block them from getting inside your base. I don't know how to block, and I'm not sure if you're able to even block by in this map with one, you know. Okay, so it's good we actually denied that. And then we're gonna go ahead and make some drones until 35. Right, Overlord is kind of hanging out here. I don't actually know where to plant the Overlords, by the way, because I don't really play these maps, but I guess we'll try to find some spots. And then, generally speaking, it's good to send... Ooh, Vulture, interesting. Maybe this is a mech-based play, actually. Ooh, well, it does look like a mech-based play, right? I guess we can double-check by their ling counts and if they're making a second gas. Yeah, they are. Okay, this is mech. Okay, so we're gonna have to change gears slightly. This is not terribly common, right? We can actually see, but we're gonna go for our mutas anyways. Oh, why is my drone all over there? We're gonna try to get 9 mutas immediately. We got a nice surround there. We got 9 mutas on the way. When we got 9 mutas, then we have hatchery over there. Looks like they're making a bunch of stuff. So then I like to make carapace upgrades. And then after my 9 mutas, honestly, I didn't even need 9. I could probably optimize this further. I'm a little rusty, guys, but basically all you need is 7 mutas to one-shot workers. So in this situation, I know I said, oh, I wasn't going to attack, but this is different, right? We're playing against mech, which is a very different build order. So we're going to use these initial set of mutas to basically slow down our opponent's production capabilities, okay? Mutas do a fine job of soaking turret hits, okay? So we're going to just kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. Yeah, I took a little bit of damage there. That was not as necessary, but... Generally speaking, also, I do really like playing with Burrow here. I probably should have gotten a little bit sooner. And one thing to know is, usually good Terrans will have a 7-minute move out timing. And so around this time, we can just go ahead and start producing a bunch of units. And I'm just going to kamikaze this muta. Basically what I'm looking for is, can I find a starport? No, but I do see 5 hatcheries, right? The 5 hatcheries typically means, okay, they're coming out, right? And basically we just want to not die to this, and I personally just like to spam a bunch of, you know, mutas. I just think it's the easiest thing to do. Also, generally speaking, geez, I'm really low on... If they try to come in, that's okay. Because sunken colonies are just very strong. I can't believe I'm so low on my overlords. It's crazy. But basically, once your carapace is done, you have a pretty nice advantage in the fight. Because, oh, it looks like they're actually backing up. To which case, I'll just make some more drones. And then I'll also go ahead and... yeah. It looks like they retreated. And it is important to just kind of see what they're up to, right? Again, if you don't know what they're up to, it's always a good idea to... basically, you can just throw a muta in the base. So I'm gonna guess that because they went for... they have 4 factories, right? I think they're just gonna mass on 2 base. But if they have a starport and, you know, anything else, then that means it's not, right? So in this situation, we notice that our opponent doesn't have a science facility, right? If they don't have a science facility, that means they're not going for a massive upgrade kind of timing, which is actually really important, right? Upgrade timing is the most important thing, and they're just going for a 2-base timing. And again, I would just recommend... you know, this 2-base timing usually comes at around 10:30, and you just bank up all your mutas. It's also, generally speaking, a good practice to just bank up as much as you can before fighting. Okay. And even though I probably don't even need to do that, I'm just gonna try to demonstrate that. Okay. I'm gonna try to demonstrate that, because if I kill this army, then it's game over. Okay. If I kill the army, it's game over. So I imagine they're probably going to come in with some tanks, right? Yep, so let's wait for them to actually kill the sunken colonies first, right? And then when they come in, we can go ahead and try to bomb rush them, right? Now they killed it. Look at how much time we're buying, right? They don't want to rush in, so they don't have to, right? Now we go, yatta! And I suspect that we will defend this just fine. So in this situation, obviously at this point it's, you know, it's over. I mean, we can tech if we want. I mean, if they're literally gonna be lame and just sit there and, like, you know, make me play late game, then I mean, fine, but this guy has nothing, right? I mean, hydrogen, but notice it's the most simple way to play, to just you know, just mass mutas. Like if we're trying to be as simple as possible, just keep it as simple as you possibly can. And I think mutas are just, quite frankly, the most simple way to play. So, you know, I like simple. If he doesn't want to leave, he doesn't want to leave, right? Make some more hatcheries to start massing a bunch of hydras if we want to. We don't need to. We can keep massing mutas if we want, but because I'm bored, I'm just gonna, you know, basically do this. See if we can even just bomb the attack again. I don't know if we'll win it because we weren't massing mutas nonstop, but let's try. If it doesn't work out, that's okay. We will live with the results. And we are good. I think we're good. Or are we though? I mean... I mean, let's just see. Can we bust through it? I mean, I don't know. Maybe we won't quite get all the turrets, but at least we got most of it, I guess. You know, and then at this point, I mean, like, our economy is so ahead that we can just go in and just kill our opponents. Why not, right? Looks like our upgrades are going to be hurting us a little bit, so... Well, we did lose a bunch of stuff. That's unfortunate. But, that's okay. Just, you know... Honestly, if we just start spamming a lot more mutas, then we probably just win this really, really fast and easy, but... Such is life. Yeah, we have our... Now have our upgrades out. Terran player is now retreating back home. Let's see if we can just go and bomb their main base. Looks like they're a lot stronger than I thought they were. This is what I get for kind of fooling around a bit. Range? Oh, I don't have range! Wait, wouldn't it be a JY stream if I forgot range, right? That's just my signature, you know? It's just my signature, you know? It's like, it wouldn't be the right, it just wouldn't feel right if I didn't have range, you know what I mean? I'm so surprised. How do I not have range, right? Oh my god, dude. Okay, let's just go and end him. I'm sick of this. Now surely you cannot stop all this, right? I mean, I'm just kind of annoyed at this point. It took a lot longer. That took a lot longer than it really should have, but sorry guys. You know, briefing a little bit here. I do it on purpose. I swear I got it, dude. How did I not get it, dude? How did I not get it? Come on, guys. How did I not get it? Ooh, 1964 Protoss. Do you think I could still play my no look Hydra all in here? Do you guys think at 1964 the Protosses get good enough to make me micro my Hydras? What do you guys think? I feel like that's on the cusp of A rank. And again, the reason why, you know, players, the vast majority of players, I would say in certain matchups like this, whenever you're stuck in a matchup, and you've been playing this game for a long time, it's usually not your mechanics, right? I mean, there's always mechanics. Obviously, there's an infinite number of things to improve on the mechanics front, but like I said, I would wager what's stopping people from improving is just exactly what I've been saying this whole stream, right? Just focusing too much on the wrong things, or focusing on things that will like marginally improve you rather than stepwise improve you. Should be, yeah, around 2,000, 2,200, somewhere there. Go ahead and get this. How do you adapt to early starport? What do you mean early starport? Like 111? Because he went 14 CC, so usually early starport you would need you certainly need, what am I trying to say, Hydras with 3-hatch muta opener. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Then I would drone, because then they don't come out with the timing until closer to 12:30, and then I would go Hydras at that point. So, Mac, remember these 3 numbers, and I'm gonna quiz you guys. Now. This is no longer free and nice content. You guys are gonna get tested. Tested for this. Remember these 3 numbers for mech timings, okay? 7:30, 10:30, 12:30, okay? If you guys cannot remember those 3 numbers, then you're done. All right. We got 6 slings. Wait, do we have 6 slings? Wait, I thought we got 6 slings. Holy smokes, I'm crazy. I didn't make 6 slings. Okay. Oh, I thought I made 6 slings. Wow, that's this is a 1900 Protoss. Okay, both of his units are back there. So we're gonna play defensively, and we're gonna leave 1 Ling forward, just because we want to make sure we can scout those pesky Zealot move-outs, right? But they're playing defensively as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and drone after my first 6 Lings. Although I don't really need to have my Ling out here, just because I already have my Overlord there. My 3rd hatchery is unfortunately a little bit late. My lair is also a little bit late. Forge is inside the base. Okay, I respect that. You know, this guy kind of knows what he's doing. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I might have to micro against this guy. What are you guys thinking? You guys feel like that? Look at that. He's not even. Look at that wall. It looks so pretty and like good, right? One good thing to keep in mind about Protoss build orders is they always have to be concerned about a run by, right? Okay, so that's actually crazy that this guy is running by like this. Just because he doesn't even have a cannon started. And generally speaking, you want to make things once the zealots have crossed the halfway point in the map. Okay. Okay, so I thought he crossed it, but he didn't. So now we're stuck with some lings. I'm just gonna go ahead and cancel them. So we got juked out. I was about to say don't get juked out, but we got juked out. And such is life. But actually, I don't know. Did we get juked out? I'm not sure actually. I don't really know where they are. That's very strange. Why is there another? I don't actually know where those. Okay, there they are. They're coming back home. Very strange. I actually don't know what this guy's doing, just because the cyber core is spinning, but I see a second gateway. I'm gonna go on with our build here. Make our incremental hatchery. It appears as though this person is going for Stargate. Goon! Okay. This really looks like a Goon all-in. Okay. Goon all-in. If this is a Goon all-in, then we're just gonna go ahead and basically what we want to do is play Muta Ling. We'll make a make a colony there. See if we can continue to scout. Still concerned slightly about all this. Looks like a strange all-in here. I don't know what they're doing. What is this guy doing, dude? Must be a Goon all-in, right? Yeah. So against this, we just want to mass a bunch of... what the hell is this guy doing, man? Like, it's very strange. Like, I'm so confused. Is this A-rank? Very strange, man. I've never seen what this guy is trying to do in my entire life. Like, I am flabbergasted right now. Like, this is... I kind of want to stop the stream from lecturing right now because I'm so mad at how bad this is. Like, what am I looking at? You know what I mean? Like, I'm so mad. I just want to go full power and, like, destroy this guy now, because... What is... Dude, should I tell him you're ruining my content here? Like, what's going on? Like, bro, what is this? Maybe this is like some... Oh, I don't even have a hydrogen. I thought I built a hydrogen. Some, I'm gonna make double den just because I kind of messed that up a little bit. And I don't want my hydras to be too late. Maybe this is some sort of reaver push, maybe? What was that? Dude, what's attacking me, dude? I'm so confused. Wait, what am I up against? Is somebody just trying to ruin my Z to S stream? Like, what? What is this? whatever he's doing, this is like... This is some crazy stuff, man. Is this one? I thought 1968 would be a little better. No? Okay, there's a storm. Make some more hatcheries. Okay, so let's just do the same thing we've been doing, okay? I have a little bit of a hiccup, honestly, just because the build is kind of weird. I'm gonna make 2 more mutas just to get to 11. And, you know, even though our pathway towards getting there is a little strange, I'm still gonna do the same thing, right? I'm just gonna focus on sniping the High Templar. And we're just gonna go and just patrol around and make units non-stop from this point on. Let's get our mutas together. We got our 11. It's always good to kind of patrol the backside of their army. Right, let's see if they're trying to take a third, or what are they trying to do? I don't know. Okay, there they are. It's also a good idea to sometimes even look like, you know, where their production is, right? And you see I'm just trying to macro. Oh, there's a High Templar. We got 2, right? Keep our upgrades on the way. See, okay, is he trying to move out? Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Continue to look, look, look. Don't like fly across the dragoons. Right, and notice I'm continuing to just macro behind all this. I see any units. Go around to his production. We caught a storm over there. So this guy's doing a little bit better of a job, right? Not completely rolling over, but we're gonna be persistent. Try to continue to find the damage if we can. Right. I saw High Templar thinking about coming out over there. Oh, I see a Nexus. Canceled it. Continue to hunt. Can we find it? I don't think so. I'm just making Hydras non-stop. Oh, there they are! Bingo! 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 Now what do we do? It's time, boys! It's time, boys! It's time, boys! Y'all know what time it is. It's time to go to the bathroom. I'll be back. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Did I lose? What happened? I didn't win? How did I not win? What happened? What happened? What happened? Did he have more High Templar? Oh, my units are over here. What happened? He had more High Templar, huh? Okay. I guess we need to just play. I thought I was gonna just win that. What happened? That's crazy. How did he win? Looks like he probably got some like insane money storms, right? How does this guy have so much gas, by the way? That's crazy. Honestly, I think he's hacking. You know what I mean? Wow. You know what? I think that high ground is really, that high ground is something, huh? That high ground is really something. Alright, let's make another base then. I'll try it again. You know, last time I did that, I actually got destroyed too because of the, I think it's that high ground. Yeah, it's something about that high ground is, maybe I can't, just walk away and, you know, go to the bathroom like that. I feel like this is really BM, you know? He's just... This guy is honestly not my favorite. Taking some damage here. I'm gonna try a little bit harder to get back into the game. Wow, that's how he stopped all this, right? I think I might just be I mean, I don't know. Oh. He's gonna save that, right? He has to save that. But he can't have Templars. If he does, there it is. Mm-hmm. Should be out of money soon though, so I should be fine. Should be pretty poor, right? This is what it gets for just ruining my day. You know what I mean? Like, why can't you just die? You know, like, I just wanted to walk away and go to the bathroom. Like, I don't get it. What happened? What happened? Why did I actually have to try? I feel so defeated. I think they are... I think this guy's cheating. It looks like he had... I thought I got all of them. Oh, I see. There's one more. He looks like he had another one over there. I mean, this pizza slice... Well, he was out of position. Oh, maybe he just got like a couple of money storms. Oh! Honestly, if that group of Hydra... Oh. This guy must be insane, dude. This guy is insane, man. Okay. I think we're learning that we have to maybe stay at our computer at this ranking. But I still got a bathroom break in between. You gotta feel good about that, though. I still got the bathroom break in between, right? I underestimated the, you know, the power of our opponents. Looks like he was pretty good. Gotta respect it, you know? Alright, alright. Another B rank. Do I need to stay on my computer? Last time I did that, they also survived it, right? I guess... I guess this game truly is hard. This is why they say this game is so much harder than StarCraft 2. Why do I have to actually be at my computer? You know what I mean? Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, free win. But you know, the funny thing is, like, even as I'm sniping their High Templar and going to the bathroom and sending Hydras and stuff, just imagine, just like, think about how good, you know, Soul Key is, where he's doing all those things better, macroing, microing, doing all those things simultaneously, and that's how painful PvZ is, right? Imagine if I was like microing my Hydras like that all game. I was dancing around all game. I was just, you know, everywhere all game, right? It makes it so hard for the Protoss, right? And all Protoss needs to do is just lose their High Templar and they just lose, right? Like, and that's why the matchup is just so hard to play as Protoss. And I guarantee you, these are the little things you can do to really abuse lower level Protoss, because they can't, like, I've never met a anything less than an S rank Protoss not able to, wait, what am I trying to say here? I've never met anybody who could micro their Corsairs really well. It's very common. Very common. Probe, I mean, sure there is, but like, I would say the game truly revolves around like getting the High Templars. I would say killing 4 is game ending. I guess it's not game ending enough for me to like literally walk to the bathroom, but you know, it's basically game ending, right? So if you get those, then it's over. And if you know the Achilles heel are those 4 High Templars, why not just allocate all of your attention to it? That's kind of what I'm trying to show, right? That's why if you ever watch a Zerg like Crossy, honestly, that's how he got better so fast. You know, that guy was like a B rank Zerg back in 2019 or something. We all remember him. Like we've all played him on ladder. He's not, you know, like, we all knew who he was. And we all knew there's like this Canadian Zerg, this aggressive Canadian Zerg who just kept, you know, for some reason, just kept, you know, microing his Hydras all day and just going 973 all day and stuff, right? And what we found, like, over time, we actually found that this guy was, you know, doing all the right things. But at the time, we didn't really know that, right? Like, we didn't know any better, you know? We're actually just gonna go ahead and make Lings. We can punish, we can try to pressure that. Nah, you can dick around on that if he wants. I don't really care. And anyways, what I was trying to say is that's how Crossy got so good at the game so fast. Not to mention like one of the top foreigners in a few years, right? Because he just like I can't explain what it feels like to play PvZ against that guy. Like sometimes I could win, you know. Sometimes I would say I wouldn't like. I'm not completely rolling over because I think I have a pretty good PvZ, but most of the time I lose, right? And you know, it's just so frustrating playing with him every single time. He's always going for these mini games. He's always playing to go for the kill moves over and 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 over. It's just so annoying, right? And that's when I realized, wow, this guy truly understands ZVP. Right? He truly understands the matchup because ZVP is all about win conditions, even in ZVT as well, right? Like it's all that's all the entire matchup revolves around, right? It's just around win conditions. You just, you know, he's a zealot coming out, so we're gonna make some lings in response. This guy is doing a lot of like right things, so maybe this guy might be pretty good. We'll see. Allegedly good. Looks like he's trying to sneak that zealot around. Make sure we don't get supply blocked on that. You know, usually I like to make stuff on 23. And then once we have full saturation of stuff, then we'll go. We're also going to move our Overlord out of the way. It looks like he's actually just going to bring the zealot back home. Just nice for us. We can go ahead and make our spire. And again, notice how I'm like trying really hard to just make sure that I'm on top of my probe counts. I mean my drone counts. At each basis. So I'm sending some additional drones over. And again, also notice that my overlords, I'm kind of pushing them out of the way so that it's harder for them to see where they are, right? It's okay to have a little more drones at your natural, mainly because you're going to be making Den and Evo. So my SimCity isn't perfect there because you want the Evo to be like more horizontal with the hatchery like that, but I couldn't get it because of the creep. I'm not an expert on the the SimCities. Oops. 1, 2. We got all of our upgrades on the way. Go sacrifice a Ling to see how many zealots they have. Second cannon on the way. Then we start making hydras once we have adequate construction. Oh! Get caught off there. See if they're still sending the zealots. Looks like they are. Surprised by this slow zealot move out. If they're sending it over that way, then we could send some reinforcements because we got a little bit supply blocked. And whenever you successfully block a push like this, you can just go ahead and make workers, okay? Because basically what you're trying to do with your initial, you know, units there, it was really just to buy time. I mean, yeah, just not die to like a push or anything like that, right? So now we can go move on. What we want to do is we eventually want to get to our 45 drones, right? That's the magic number. Then we're gonna do this. Maybe get like another gas. Sometimes you can even just pressure the Protoss, right? Freak them out a little bit. Now you have some Dark Templars on the way, right? We'll make some Scourge, right? And after we make the Scourge, we can go ahead and make some Mutas. So we can catch that. That would be very nice. And then we'll just go ahead and move all of our rally points forward. You can leave a few Hydras back at home just in case you're worried about, let's say, just some like Dark Templars. And now the magic begins, right? I don't know if I made enough mutas. I only want 7. I mean, sorry, 11 total, I'm sorry. Once this happens, now we're in the zone where we can kind of start playing for like the Templar snipes, right? And again, we'll just proceed with just macroing nonstop. I'm just doing this. Yep, it's just literally the mini game. Maybe you can send like a Scourge forward just to see what's going on. See if they're like taking a fast third base. Looks like we actually got scouted, right? So that could be a little bit problematic. But let's see if we can kind of dive in there. See if we can find anything. Probably not. One. Just go ahead and send all of our units, because even though they don't have it there, this is going to be a little bit more micro, because now I can zone out all of the high Templars that are going to come out, right? Eventually they have to come out. Pick 1 off, 2 off, 3, 4. Yep. And we're good. And now it's impossible for them to hold this. Let's micro a little bit here. Going for a little cute counterattack because he feels like he has to. He's also very cute. As this is going to do absolutely nothing, and he's going to leave. And we did it again. Now we, you know, we had to use a higher level tactic there instead of simply just hunting for those High Templars, because I think we're starting to get to that rank where the Protoss are starting to crawl, they're starting to talk, have their few, you know, they're saying their first few words. So I don't think we can just naively just, you know, A-move and go to the bathroom anymore. But notice that their High Templars were back at home, right? And they took a third base, which was very greedy, right? If you remember from my PvZ stream, when do you take a third base? Pop quiz, guys. When do you take your third base? Normally, assuming you're not crazy ahead. Pop quiz. Who's been paying attention? ASAP. 13. What are you talking about? Nobody's paying attention, dude. You're hungry for the rocket candy. Nobody remembers? Nobody remembers when the opponent goes to the bathroom. I love it. I love it. Okay. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointing you guys, man. Basically, you bank up at least 400 gas. Then you make a round of 8 goons. And as the 8 goons comes out, that's a good time to start taking your Nexus. If you don't have the goons, then you don't have ranged units to defend against Hydras that constantly dance nonstop, right? So whenever they take a third base like that, you can always punish with 3 base just Hydra all-ins, just like that, right? And the reason why I went in for the attack because before I even sniped the High Templars was because there was an opening to his third base. Then if he wants to keep the third base alive, he needs to bring out the High Templar. But if he brings out the High Templar, then I can snipe them, right? So my mutas were acting to basically intercept the High Templars as they come out, because if they don't come out, he loses the third and therefore he loses the game, right? So that's why it's checkmate, right? So again, that's another move where if you find that your opponent's army is out of position or they're in a spot where they cannot recover and group up with their High Templars easily, or if you can zone out their Corsairs with your stream of Hydras that are coming in, that's a great time to attack. And again, that's a bit of a higher level move. It takes a little bit of intuition and a little bit of like geometry, I guess, to just kind of plan and calculate out. But that's basically what we want to do there. So luckily, he was defending his High Templar pretty well, but we still got him. And he played, honestly, decently well throughout the entire game. I felt like he was a decently strong Protoss player, but they're still unable to stop the mutas, right? And that just kind of goes to show how powerful mutas are in this matchup. So, and that guy went Corsairs too, right? He still went Corsairs. He went anti-air, right? And if they go anti-air, you probably shouldn't go mutas like that, right? you should probably just go play Hydras and go to Lurkers and such. But I'm just trying to really drill in the fact that even if they have anti-air, like even if they have it, you know, that doesn't mean they all of a sudden turn into Bisu, right? Like they have to control the Corsairs, they have to follow you, they have to go on with their builds, they have to storm, they have to do a lot. PvZ is really difficult, right? Especially playing Corsairs. That's why even in my F to S or the C to S stream that I did for Protoss, that's why I didn't go Corsairs, because Corsairs are hard to execute, honestly. They're a hard build to execute. Very good and very necessary, as you guys can see. But don't assume that, you know, just because they have Corsairs, or, you know, let's say they have goons and you're all of a sudden like getting so scared. Brood War is a game of attention, right? It's still a game of attention, and they still have to control their units. And if they're not allocating their attention to the right things, and you are allocating attention to the right things, then they will lose, right? So that's kind of the theme of the series, right? Now, as your opponents get better and better, then, you know, you start losing these ABC kind of edges, right? And boo-hoo, then ZERG has to play the actual game. So, that's fine. Okay, we got first scout off because we saw their overlord, ZBZ, we're on 9 pool. When we get 100 gas, or just about getting there, we're gonna go ahead and make 100, link speed. We know it's not, we're not against tech there. I could play a technical opener and cancel my speed and go straight into lair, which is probably what I would do. But let's just stick to the build and just kind of play it based off of, you know, what we see, right? I took off my drone off the gas because, as you can see, right when I get 150 minerals, I'm gonna mine 150 gas. And it's not a, okay, this is, what the hell is this? Very interesting. I think I messed up my micro there. Okay. Okay, so this is really bad for us. We basically just about got build order countered. Still making lings. You play defensive. When you want to play defensive, you want to make this wall of lings here. Generally speaking, the more like horizontally tight they are, the better. Like he's not actually sending them. And this is going to be really problematic, okay? Because he has another hatchery, has a hatchery and I don't. So basically in this kind of game, you kind of just have to win with better micro, okay? I don't know if I can even win. I think this is one of those situations where the it's just unfortunate that we got build order countered. So, well, here's our game plan. Here's at least my logic. Okay, my logic is I'm gonna make 3 mutas and I'm gonna immediately go to their base, right? He's also making drones. It doesn't appear like he wants to go for some sort of a ling all in, right? And basically what I'm gonna pray for is once I have my 3 mutas, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to micro my ass off and somehow find a victory. Okay, that's the game plan. And frankly, that's all we can do because we got countered. And I don't really think there's anything else I can frankly do. I think we literally just lose. But we're gonna believe. We're gonna believe. Gonna try to find some damage. We're gonna, you know, Brood War's a hard game. We try to see if we can induce an error from our opponent. You guys believe? I don't know. I don't believe. I'm not sure if I believe. I think they just have 4 mutas, and I think I literally just lose. That said, we should have around the same amount of gas, so fortunately we're also gonna lose an overlord for free. Okay. We are just going to sit here and pray. So he basically did a hard counter, right? I think this is what we call an overgas. It defends 9 pull at the ramp, and he has more gas than me because he started mining gas. I don't think he even went ling speed, so he basically has every advantage that exists in the universe. We're gonna let him kill that because I don't have the muta counts to fight right now. No, you can't. You literally can never win like that. Killed another overlord. Okay, well I have 7. 7 mutas is a good number. I don't know why he's like running away, but I think I also took some hits that... Dex, thank you for the bits, man. Really appreciate that. I mean, this guy really should just be going for the kill. I don't know why he's not. The more the muta count goes up and up and up like this, it gets dicier for the opponent, right? Just because he basically sort of loses his advantage slightly, even though he's like so ahead, right? I'm just saying, okay, let's attack with our lings back at home. See if we can eke this one out somehow. We are out microing our opponents, although they've been mining so much more gas than we've been. But again, we're not going to give up. Oh. Oh my god, I can't be taking damage like that. Okay, once we have 11 mutas. Never give up in Brood War. Never ever give up in Brood War. Even if you are completely build order countered, never ever give up. Try to micro, induce your opponents to make a mistake, and capitalize on it. So, woo! Can't believe I actually won that one. Now, there's no other way for me to explain how to win from those positions other than micro better. Never give up, even if your opponent's flash. You actually messed up my micro a fair amount there. But either way, we capitalize on their mistakes, right? So let me actually just explain what the mistake was, okay? In ZVZ, let me get to the battle as well. But in ZVZ, he had another hatchery, right? But let me ask you guys, what value does that hatchery bring in a muta versus muta battle? Absolutely nothing. You know why? Because 3 drones mining gas can only support 1 hatchery muta production, okay? But yes, as Casual Compete says, you could produce more drones, you can produce more lings, right? And so therefore your economy will eventually grow, right? So the only value that it has is that you could, do a 2-pronged attack with lings. You could get more drones to get another base. But the limiting factor in ZVZ is gas, okay? Until they have a natural, which then gets you to 6 drones, which then supports 2 hatchery muta, right? For every incremental drone that you have, extra minerals is not really that important, right? Now, again, you can make lings, right? Which are really important. Did he make lings? Did he make use of any of his lings? No, because he went for overgas, which is a hard counter. He didn't even have ling speed because he was focused on meter production. So basically, his gas, he mined gas faster than I did, and he didn't have ling speed. So his gas delta of the entire game, or not the entire game, but the middle game, it was about maybe like 150 gas more than mine, right? So despite having 2 hatcheries, he at most can have 1.5 more mutas than I can, okay? However, because he was banking the gas, he had 4 mutas, and usually that build can actually get 5 or 6 immediately, and then once you have 5 or 6, you just fly it across to my base and you just go and win. So mistake number 1 from the opponent, he did not immediately end me when he could have, right? Because think about it. His advantage for his build, he front loads those 6 larvae to make those mutas. Whereas I make those mutas incrementally from 3, 1, 1, 1. Right? But the gas is the same, so he's not actually making more mutas, it's just that he has more larvae to make the mutas, right? So once I get to 6 mutas, he still has an advantage, but he's lost his advantage, right? Like he had more mutas, but then he let me make more, right? And so if he lets me make more, then all of a sudden he doesn't have his key advantage anymore. Now he still had an advantage. He could have still, 7 is still better than 6, or 6 is still better than 5, right? So he could have attacked, but he didn't. And so I knew that in my head, the longer the game goes, the more his lead diminishes, okay? And the other factor is when you start getting to critical mass of mutas, like when you have more and more mutas, in Scourges, then you could outplay and out-micro your opponent. And that's what I was trying to get to, right? Because once you start getting past 11 mutas, it's hard to micro 2 groups of mutas at once. So that's why a good timing to keep in mind in ZVZ, if you're just wondering, like, oh, I'm on 2 base, I'm just making a bunch of air, I don't know what to do, get 11 mutas, spend all of your gas in Scourge, and then ship it, right? Ship it. It's just a good time to attack because the incremental value of a muta starts to diminish, right? Once you, go past 1 control group. Okay, so to talk about Zen Brood Wars question on how do I win that so lopsidedly. Okay, so here's how you micro mutas versus muta Scourge versus muta Scourge, okay? Maybe I'll actually just pull up the replay because this is really important, but this is also really hard. But inevitably, you don't have a choice in ZVZ, right? You can't avoid not doing this in ZVZ. You have to learn how to micro. You have to confront your fears and do it. And basically, when you fight Muta Scourge, right? The key thing to keep in mind is, again, the limitations on your attention, right? So notice I'm just patrolling over and over and over, right? Because I'm basically trying to get to 11 mutas, right? And I kept losing muta to Scourge, which is really a rookie mistake, right? But I'm just banking. And notice what my Scourge are doing. What are my Scourge doing? They're just move commanded on one of my mutas, right? So I have them on my second control group, and they're just move commanding. Why are they move commanding? Isn't that stupid, JY? Like, weren't they not going to attack? Well, it's actually a good thing. I don't want them to just bomb into a random Scourge, like these random Scourges, right? I want to bank them and move command them, right? And once I got to my 11, that's my critical mass where you can say, okay, I'm going to try to be Jaedong, right? Because this moment is scary, right? So he has, what is this? He only has 10 mutas. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. He didn't even wait for his 11th muta, right? This guy doesn't know what he's doing. He's not even trying to micro. He's just sending them like straight up. He's just like sending them like a Protoss player. Guys, don't be Protoss players. Seriously, right? He's just sending these muta, like there's no formation, right? And this is what happens at the lower levels. They don't have a formation, right? So watch very carefully, right? Watch very carefully how this battle goes, okay? Because he's not really microing and I'm microing. Watch. He's moving all of his things at once. You notice that? He pulls back his mutas this way. He pulls back the Scourge this way. What am I doing though? Like for the vast majority of my time, my Scourges are merely following my mutas. So one, I have the attention advantage because he has to micro 2 groups of stuff, whereas I'm only microing once until I have to release them, so to speak, right? So this is kind of how you think about Scourge micro, right? Your Scourges are following your mutas, okay? They function either as a shield or they function as like a bomb to release, okay? You don't just move them like this unless you're just getting into battle, right? And so when do I release them, right? When you start getting into battle, when you have a clear opening from when you can cleanly hit their mutas, that's when you release them, right? So basically what I do is you want to, I don't know how cleanly I executed this, right? But I'm trying my best to just micro my thing. So notice I released them there, right? Now some of them just blow up, but then I still have a few Scourges left over. But notice how like his Scourge are just dancing around, right? Because I'm focusing on like releasing my Scourge when I can get there. And when I'm away from them, I'm microing against the mutas while he's running away. And now because I'm not like all hectic and all over the place, I can at least attempt to dodge and micro the Scourges that are coming in, right? I don't know if I can kill that, can I? I don't know. Okay, let's say I do. It's hectic. And now I can focus on picking off each Scourge, right? I know some of my Scourge connected with his mutas. And now you just want to target fire. I probably could have microed against that Scourge. And muta versus muta battles tend to snowball like that, right? So honestly, I'm not that good at this. But, you know, me just doing it decently was a lot better than him not microing at all, right? Now, let's just say for sake of example, your opponent is also a good muta microer, right? What do? Okay, so here's how the micro is supposed to go between 2 high-level players, right? This guy wasn't microing at all, so that's why I released the Scourges immediately. Okay, what we want to do is let's imagine our opponent also has mutas and their Scourges are also following them, okay? Like you know, 2 proper refined individuals, right? What you want to do is as they start to get in range, obviously, if you have a free shot, take the free shot, right? Now, if you're in range of their mutas, I mean, if they're in range of your mutas, that means the vice versa is also true. So if you try to hit their muta 1-for-1, go for it, but you're probably going to take damage as well. If you can somehow hit them, like, you know, while they're running away, then that's obviously the best case scenario. But basically what you want to do is, let's say the mutas are over here and the Scourge is following them. What you do is you take your group of Scourges, right? Maybe it's on control group 2, and you right click one muta. Okay, so you basically send your Scourges like a torpedo right forward. And then what happens is your opponent either has 2 things. They're either going to run away or they're going to send their Scourges to you like a torpedo. Okay? And so now what happens, right? Now the mutas are not fighting each other. They're microing the Scourges individually, you know, or separately. Does that make sense, right? And you know, the better player who micros better will win that fight, and then you could, you know, release your Scourges to just move to spread their attack, right? But you initially just send them like a torpedo to one muta. So I don't know if you guys really watched high-level ZVZ, but you'll notice this move. And next time you watch an ASL, just pay very close attention. They send their Scourges like a torpedo, and then they either opt to fight it in micro or they back off, right? And the mutas actually only come in contact when the Scourges are all dead. So think of Scourges kind of like, you know, the Protoss shields or something, right? Because for as long as they keep dancing and dancing and dancing, right, they're going to send the Scourges in like a torpedo, and then after that's all done, they'll decide to fight, right? Now, if it gets like, if one player has the advantage, then they're not going to run away. They'll probably try to micro into their opponent, right? Or if all the Scourges are done, then once you can start moving shotting their mutas with your Scourge, then you have a very, very huge advantage there. So that micro is really important to practice. It's really hard. I mean, it's really hard, but I'll also argue it's probably not as hard as it seems, right? If you truly try to simplify it, like I said, it's not as hard as it seems, but it is hard, okay? And you're basically just trying to get the maximum value for the limited amount of attention that you have. And, you know, following your Scourge around like that, it's fine. Honestly, even if your Scourges are not attacking at all and they're your shields, and you're just microing your mutas against their Scourge, honestly, it will probably be pretty good too, okay? But it's also not hard to just release your Scourge. Just A-move them and then just start microing your mutas. Microing the mutas are the most important thing. But what you don't want to do is... you don't want to do what that guy did. Right? That guy just took a group of mutas. They weren't even grouped together. That guy said, look, I'm just gonna send them. I'm just gonna ship them. He sent them like a Protoss player. You know what I mean? He just sent them like a... He sent them and he went to the bathroom. He went to the bathroom, right? That's exactly what he did, right? And once you kind of understand that micro, it's kind of fun to do. Like, I'm really rusty with ZERG. I don't really play ZERG very much except to like off-rays here and there. I certainly don't play much ZVZ much at all. So I'm very rusty at that micro. But I can tell you, man, it's hard mainly because when you're in high pressure situations or in tournament play, my God, it's truly a knife's fight. Like a knife's, it's like you're just like really just like at each other's throats. One misstep, you just blow up, right? But honestly, it's pretty fun to do at the lower ranks when your opponents don't know how to do that micro, right? I feel like, I mean, that guy was what, B rank-ish or something, right? I feel like, I don't know at what level they'll start doing that. I feel like it's a pretty, like, S-ranky move. Lots of A rankers, and even some, you know, I'll say foreigner S rankers certainly don't do that micro. You know, and it takes a lot of practice. I would say definitely get on a micro map and you know, try to just practice it. Striker actually has a micro map literally for practicing ZVZ interactions just like that, and it's really important to practice those. For ZERG, practicing micro maps are just like really important. So okay, so we're up against Bio Opener. Despite him finding my base first, he actually didn't actually, oh, the hell? What is this? What is this? Is this some sort of TikTok bill? TikTok? I don't understand what this is. This is just a normal... honestly, I don't know what these guys are doing. I mean, like, the Rax isn't even forward. It's just, like... I don't know why they attempt... Honestly, dude, they confuse me so much, man. Like, I can't even properly coach anymore because, like, it's like that Protoss player, man. Guess they're just trying to freak you out because maybe because I went 13 13 hatch. I mean 13 pull, that is. My build is a little messed up, but that's okay. They're also slightly messed up as well. I'll move up to 7 lings. I just feel like that's a decent number. And once I have those lings out, I will try to see if they're going for some sort of a aggressive push, like the academy push, right? And that should be honestly coming out soon, right? Like around 5 minutes-ish. And if so, then you really just need to... Oh, do I not have an overlord? Ooh, that's bad. See, I forgot my overlord, like a noob. Make a bunker. Good for us, right? So usually, if they were going for an academy push, they would have come out by now, but they didn't, so it's good for us. Find some spots to... Unfortunately, I really messed up my build because my overlord's just so late. So honestly, this is going to be really bad because my mutas are going to be so late as well because my larva is just not very efficient. But either way, we'll just try to play it. So we got our 3 overlords at each base, and then once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and make 9 mutas. I think that's about 7. Okay, that should be 9, and once I get 9, I can go ahead and make my 3rd base, and let's see how far we can get away without actually attacking with our mutas. Now, I feel like because my build's a little bit messed up, that's going to be a little bit risky here, but we're going to try it. We're going to try it, okay? We're going to try it. Make a Hydra Den after 9 mutas. After that, we'll go ahead and make... you know. Oh, I think we made too many mutas, actually, unfortunately. And if they're playing aggressively, you do want to make lings, but because they're playing passively, I'm actually just going to make workers, and then I'm also going to make lurker upgrades. When I can, I'm just going to make some hydras. 5 hydras is usually a good number, right? And again, we're kind of just demonstrating. I'm not even going to attack with these. I'm going to try my best to just, you know, sit back and buy time, because this is the point of 3H muta. If I can get damage, that's great, but again, let's try our best to not. I'm going to send 3 hydras over there. Let's just make 1 sunken colony for safety. You certainly don't need it. Right, oh, looks like this guy got our overlord, which is sad. It's always nice to try and force out stems, okay? Let's see if we can do that. And we just pull them away. Pull them away from our base, okay? Away from our base. And, keep, you know, they keep stemming, that's great. Ooh, are they attacking? Okay, you see how I'm just pulling them back? So we're just making a bunch of stuff. Wow, this guy has a lot of production. So this guy's actually pretty good. So I don't know if I could... I don't know. We're gonna try. We're still gonna try. We're gonna try to stick with the build and not, you know, have to particularly micro. They also have a lot of Marines. This is true 5x production. Oh, my mutas are getting caught. That's okay. And once your hive is done, immediately go Nidus. Again, it's good, just good practice to, you know, group everything up. And now that your mutas are done, now you can just go ahead and put them on control. The only caveat with this, by the way, is if they start going for... what am I trying to say? If they start going for a tank push, sometimes you do need to scout to make sure that they're not actually doing that. However, also if your Nidus timing is pretty healthy and your Defiler timing like this is pretty good, and you just make a Defiler at each base, then honestly, sometimes you could survive it, right? Now, I don't know. Maybe this guy is going for a tank push. I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't, right? But this is the kind of phase in the game where we just really want to not die to anything, okay? And if you have good eco, honestly, you can just make like a, you know, make a preemptive thing over here, right? Make sure you're on top of all of your stuff, right? Maybe even just like have, you know, make sure we don't get dropped anywhere, right? Really, this is just about plugging in all of our holes, so to speak, right? That out of the way. Even if you want to like bring a lurker here to just be like extra safe against drops again. And then once your kind of plague is out like that, it's a good idea to try and like, you know, come out. Most likely is looks like he might be going for like a mech switch. In this case, we're gonna get the Ultra Den. Drone, right? So usually in this kind of situation, they don't intend on doing much. So we're just gonna play kind of defensively. Drone. And again, we can kind of push out with our units. Pushing out is always a really good idea because it makes them feel a little bit more nervous about like just nervous about things, right? They start losing some map control. You know, we're just gonna keep microing our stuff here. Doesn't seem like there's any dropships in play, but you never know. There could be dropships. Let's see if there's any. Okay, so we see them. They backed up. That's fine. Plague. Boom. Headshot. Come back. We want to get Defiler energy as well. It's really effective. And so we'll just kind of keep moving forward, right? Why not? Some more drones. I see. The thing about this kind of opener from Terran, like mech switch is good, but it just makes, notice how peaceful it is. I just feel like Bob Ross, you know, just like, this is like truly Bob Ross ZERG. You know, I just, you know, plague that. And then, you know, like I said, sometimes moving forward is a good idea. Oh, you might run into mines. Ouch, that hurts, but that's okay. Sometimes you can just send one ling around everywhere to just try to like, you know, detonate some mines and stuff, right? And we're just kind of moving on with our build, right? Can even just move some stuff around. And oh, I forgot to get ultra stuff. Whoops. I have 5,000 minerals. You think I need to spend my money? Let's just even try to, you know, send our lings around again, just to, because they have to you know, defend against all this. You know what I mean? Like they have to constantly you know, set mines everywhere. It's not trivial. It's not easy. You know. Just rally all of our, you know, things over here. And honestly, why not just make all the ultras at once? Even though my upgrades are kind of messed up over there. Maybe I can just literally A move. I don't know. What do you guys think? Can I just A move? What do you think? I don't know. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I don't know. Let's just go and see though. Oh my goodness, they have a lot of mines. But we're just gonna ship it. Because why not? If they don't have the other corner over there, they can't win. Against mech switch, it's always good to also get overlord upgrades. Notice how peaceful this all is, you know? I'm not even looking. And again, I have the advantage on my side. You can even spread out all your overlords for vision everywhere. Keep up with your upgrades. Make some, you know, defenses here and there. I don't know. I think it's pretty peaceful. Do they have any vessels, maybe? I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But as you can see, it's not easy to play mech switch for this reason, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they just allow ZERG to literally Bob Ross. We like Bob Ross. We like Bob Ross. Forces are under attack. That, I mean, they just keep. He's not dying yet, which is respectable. But you know, how long can they last? Right? I love how he's going for an adorable counterattack. You know, and I'm just, you know, like I said, we like Bob Ross. Look how hard he's... Imagine Artosis is on the other side trying to block all of this. And, you know, we will allow them to do just that. Look how much effort this takes from the Zerg side to just send a bunch of units versus just, you know, just doing all this. One way to like really, if you want to try even harder, obviously I would bring a Defiler, but who wants to do that, right? Defilers, who wants to bring Defilers, right? I mean, Defilers, I feel like they're a little try-hard. Oh, it's so cute, this guy is trying to eraser me in this kind of situation. And, you know, if you really want to destroy them, having a Doom drop is usually a good idea. It'll basically be checkmate. I like having like one Overlord just like, you know, buffering. It's always a good idea as well. And honestly, I don't know what this guy intends on doing, but I mean, we're just gonna keep going, I guess. But I imagine this is gonna be painful for our hero. You know, even if you lose some drones, just remake them, you know? Why not? Right? You're losing some drones. Boo-hoo. Do I have any mining at all? He's like frantically trying to remake mines and everything. And even if I'm just like throwing stuff away, like look, just imagine in your head like how much more deadly this would be if I was like actually like watching. You know what I mean? Like I mean, you can even just toss a random ultra over there. I mean, he's still trying to erase her. It's just so funny that like he's still trying. I mean, I gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. You know what I mean? I don't want to flame somebody for trying. You know. You know, we want to be nice. But you know, I don't know why this guy isn't leaving, but. Oh my god, dude. Ay, ay, ay. I guess I have to, I don't know. Control my units? I don't know, do I? I don't know why it's just really, like... I'm mad, dude. Oh. This guy, you know, you gotta respect the hustle, you know, you gotta respect the hustle. It's just like, this guy, I don't know, maybe he watches too much Lord of the Rings or something, you know, it's like Helm's Deep, I don't know. But